DM or anything. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another City of Thorns.
That's a good time to start.
City of Thorns episode thing. I don't know what we're gonna call this. Behind the scenes. Basically, we're just gonna talk about everything that's been happening in our life up until now. Give you, if some of us wants to share, give you the reasoning why we struggled for so long to get the show up and running. Mostly my fault because I was just like, most of the time when it's like someone's sick or someone's PC broke, I'm like, fuck it, we're done, we're not gonna do anything, fuck it, you know. The one time we pulled off something was the side story with Jacques and what was your name again? Janelle.
Janelle.
Yeah. But welcome, everybody, to the show. And of course, we've got Second Class Elitist, Minnie and Luna here. And let's start off with the hottest person in the room. Are you ready for this? How have you been doing, Zaffa? I mean, Second Class. How you been doing, buddy?
I'm hanging in there. Fortunately, the rainy season here is just about over, which means my pain levels are going down, so I can hopefully be more functional in the near future.
Yeah.
Other than that, still rocking the channel 4 days a week, and we're going to do something a little tech-oriented this month, where I'm not sure if it's going to be just like 1 or 2 days or if I'm just going to do a week's of stream on it or what. It'll depend on how much time it takes. But we're actually going to mod a PC case and build a system from scratch and show people a couple like techniques they can do with some simple techniques to do some modding and stuff like that.
You know, that's actually quite an interesting niche because there's another streamer called Ezekiel the Third. He focuses on literal old DOS games, CD-ROM type games, and most of his viewership is literally when he's trying to troubleshoot to get the game to run. And like the one stream, I think he did like a 4-hour session of just trying to get the game to run. And the moment it started running,
some of those old games are really tough to get working in Windows 10. They just do not cooperate. Yeah. Oh my god! Have you heard Command & Conquer?
Yeah.
And Command & Conquer Red Alert? Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't wait till June.
Let's hope it's not refunded anymore. You know, Warcraft refunded. It doesn't turn out like that. But as I was saying, Ezekiel...
We don't discuss such things.
Yeah, we don't. Ezekiel literally spent 4 hours trying to get the game to run, and then he had an hour left to stream. So he streamed the game, and his viewership halved. Because people were just tuning in to see him struggle. And then we go on to the ladies. Let's start off with the one below Second Class Elitist on the overlay, Minnie.
Oh, I wasn't sure who that was. I've been good. Just chilling. Haven't really been doing stuff. Haven't really been doing much. I guess I've taken a temporary leave work for no apparent reason, you know. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing the next few days. Probably taking it day by day.
Okay. Just a quick thing, Second Class Elitist, you're in the longest running subscriber list, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. The longest one I think hit 33 this month. Yeah. But you're taking it day by day for obvious reasons. This is going onto YouTube, so we can't say bad epidemic name. So
2 things that are not getting demonetized is in wrestling, which again, niche market, nobody cares. There's a wrestler named Steve Corino, so everyone's calling it the Steve Corino virus. Other than that, I have taken to calling it Mexican beer flu.
Oh, okay.
And Mexican beer flu does not get demonetized.
Oh, and there's actually another thing. Cockney slang for the same thing. The Miley Cyrus. I kid you
Miley
not.
Cyrus.
I kid you not. Cockney slang. They've been using
Okay.
Miley Cyrus to talk about it. You know, like apples and pears mean stairs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That works.
So these 15-year-olds have been calling it the boomer remover.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Wow.
Appropriate.
Boomer remover.
You know what? In at least 5 years, they're gonna be boomers. Sucks to be them at that stage.
Right?
Herflex not on YouTube, no. Yeah, so because of the Miley Cyrus, you can't go to work currently.
Yep.
Shit.
Which is great. And it's indefinite, so which sucks because like it's obviously it sucks, it makes me that I don't get paid for like a month. But also there's kids now that have to stay at home while still trying to get an education so they can get to the next grade, and parents, and I'm saying this with honesty, don't give a shit. They like either don't know how to teach their kids or they don't want to put the time in to teach their kids. And I think it's going to be a big wake-up call for a lot of parents not realizing how hard it is to actually take your child, sit them down for 45 minutes and teach them a lesson in something. And I think I'm actually happy, like part of me is happy because like maybe they'll come back and be like, oh my god, we actually appreciate what you do with our kid. Not only our kid, 30 kids in one group, trying to teach them something that not all understand in a certain way, so you have to adapt it constantly. I don't know, probably not though. Probably like, I did it, I'm a champion parent. I'm like,
Really, you're not, yeah.
no, you're not.
The kids in China, when they were let off school, there was an app. I can't remember the app name. I think it's Ding Talk, which is an app they had to download to continue their studies. So all these kids basically went and gave the app a 1-star rating. It had the 4.3 something rating, and the ratings just dropped to 1 star. So nobody wants to use it anymore because the kids don't want to work. Come on.
It was kind of smart. The system that they use in China is if an app falls below a 1.6 rating, the app is removed. So they went, so if we crash this system, they'll remove the app and we don't have to go to school. It didn't work, but it was a brilliant idea. I applaud the ingenuity.
Yeah. Well,
Kids
wow.
are so smart.
Doom and gloom so far in the channel.
It's a vampire game. Appropriate.
Yeah, vampire
We're
game.
setting the mood.
We're setting the mood. Luna, more doom and gloom
I've
to share with us?
been sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have been.
I know why you became sick though. You put so much time and effort into Jacques.
Jacques.
And that strain on your voice just fucking inflamed something in your throat, and that's why you're sick. I think that's the reason.
Yeah. I'm feeling better now.
I told you, Jacques is a douche. Don't trust him. He just ruins everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Second class, Mr. Jacques.
Yeah, you missed out. You missed out on second class though. He even wore lipstick.
Yeah, he wore lipstick.
When was this?
This is when we
When we
attempted to
were-
start. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have to send you a picture of Jacques.
It's on
Fans-
YouTube. You can
fans
find
only,
it.
right?
It was yeah, fans only. Yeah. It was literally a case of like when I saw Luna the first time as Jacques, I'm like, Luna? And then she started talking, I'm like, holy shit, I'm talking to Jacques. I'm not talking to Luna at all. Yeah, on my side, we reached $9,100. Yes, because of the over 9,000 meme yesterday for the Hunger Games. It goes to 2 charities, which is fucking amazing. And yeah, I've just been not sleeping and attempting to stream at the same time the last week, and I failed horribly. But yeah, Mom's cell phone got stolen out of her hand. The guy looked her in the eye as he grabbed the phone out of her hand, and she held onto the phone, and they like struggled for a few seconds. And then my mom told me, and this is basically, especially my generation of people, Like my generation and older, maybe slightly younger, but essentially my generation and older. Like when shit like that happens, a very, very bad streak comes out in us. And my mom is not racist. It's the first time I saw her saying racist things and everything for about 3 or 4 hours after that happened. I'm like, yeah, I understand. Yeah. Not as bad as my grandfather, though. My grandfather who passed away. They literally came up to him, ripped his jeans off of him, and ran away.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Because he's old and frail. He was old and frail, yeah. And now when my grandfather was still alive, when he did racist things, when he said racist things, we were just like, it's him being senile, come on. We feel uncomfortable, or let him speak his mind. But yeah, what a hectic week. At least I ended it semi on a high note last night. Sort of. With the $9,000. It was amazing. It was really, really fun. I need to start playing more competitive shooters so that I can shoot people more in the head on 7 Days to Die. Yeah. But welcome.
Well, the Division 2 is on sale. I bought it yesterday.
I'm actually looking into something that got released recently on the Epic Store. The Cycle.
The Cycle. It's good. It's very like it can be oriented. I don't really just kill my teammate.
Yeah.
It's a friend. It's like my friend. It's not like, but no, it's a fun game.
Yeah, and I mean it's PvE type thing, you know.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm like. Yeah, that could be fucking interesting, and it's free, you know. And their pay model is literally just cosmetics. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, that could work.
CS:GO is free now too. Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike though is more. You need to know spray pattern, points, like angles. Like it's a little more tactical than people think it is.
Yeah.
So if you have time to learn that stuff, definitely go to CS:GO. It is toxic though.
Yeah.
I don't do well with toxicity.
And the free version is like full of hackers, more full of hackers than the paid thing.
No, but the thing is with CS:GO, what you do is get Faceit, which is a free version thing, and you don't have to worry about hackers. But you have to play CS:GO first to get used to the game. Because if you go and Faceit, you're going to be playing against people that are it's 120 tick. It's an amazing experience, but people will own you. You'll like take a step and then get headshot in the middle of nowhere. So first play, deal with hackers. It's really I play on the lower rank and I barely see hackers. I see Smurfs. So like the higher you get, there are going to be more hackers. But then you just jump onto Faceit at that point when you're higher end.
Yeah. So to City of Thorns, and we're just gonna talk about shit and see where people want us to go. I've got my pencil already. I'm ready to take notes. You know. I'm a proper GM now. Did the music stop again? You motherfucker. The music did stop.
I'm a proper GM. Wait, my music stopped.
I clicked on I played the playlist and they like, yeah, we're gonna play this, and it's like, no, you're not gonna play this.
Playlist good. Wow.
Yeah. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so where do you guys want to go into the second season, roughly? Where do you see your characters going? What do you see happening to you?
Straight to hell.
Well, obviously, you're vampires. Come on, you know.
Oh, people are gonna die.
Yeah. I've already, like, in the side story, I've hinted some connection to John Andrews. The side story, the Jacques and Janelle interacted with someone that interacted with John Andrews. I'm trying to bring that into the forefront a little bit more. I'm gonna attempt to hit most of your storylines in the season. That's my plan. With Second Class and Minimay, it's gonna be easy because you're pretty much linked, essentially.
Yay!
You're pretty much you're from the same country.
Well,
Whereas,
Oh yeah, and it's a small country. I mean, basically,
it's
everybody's
really
neighbors.
a small country.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody.
I mean, how many times have you run into Minnie May on the street there, second class? I mean,
it's just last week.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small country.
I saw him at Walmart stealing toilet paper out of a grey cart, so...
He says nothing. He can neither confirm nor deny that.
I mean, we're being recorded. I ain't saying shit.
That's a good question. How will you
Susie,
all
yeah.
forgive? Will you all forgive Theo?
Once they realize it wasn't her fault. Sometimes she just can't control herself.
I don't know, hey. I feel
The
like
beast is a bit stronger than her. You can't blame her for what the beast does.
it's not
That
just
was
the beast though. It was just like every decision Theo started making at that point, she just like went off the rails to her usual logical self. She kind of like totally understand where she was coming from, like with the story behind what was happening. She just realized her life's work was a lie. It was personal now. It was something she was an accomplice in something that she does not agree with. So I understand where the fury came from, where the passion came from. But it just felt like every decision kind of just went more and more real. And that's coming from Olivia. I think Olivia, personally, I think she could, I don't know if she'll ever forgive, but she'll definitely understand to a certain degree, especially because it involves children. That sounds weird. But, like with her past, like she understands. But at the same time, I think Olivia's just so much. She's kind of just overwhelmed at this point.
She's so overwhelmed that she actually acted drunk. Vampires can't get drunk, by the way.
She was just emotional
Yeah.
right at that.
Well, there's a little
She was
something.
hearing voices and all that.
There's a little something there that's gonna push her over the edge soon.
Great.
And
Olivia is clearly a stable human being, a vampire.
yeah. And second class, would you be able to forgive her, or at least not condone, but at least like, hey, it was the beast?
Well, I mean, John's situation is a little bit different, coming from the clan that he's from. These things are things you overlook.
Yeah. It happens, and you sort it out afterwards. Well, technically,
Monsters
it has
we
been...
are, less monsters we are, less monsters we become.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, technically, it has been sorted now.
Yeah.
Technically.
At a cost.
I mean, you're a
So
package deal, aren't you?
That's what
Everything's
she
got a cost.
said.
And what do you guys think is going to happen with Cobra Kai, Sean McLaughlin?
Well, he's gonna go to the city and he's gonna die. Like,
I think
Thomas
he
is
just
gonna
went
come
and fucked the shit up.
I think he went to go look for his mom and again shreds.
That's what you
But-
think. Okay, cool.
Is Zuffa taking notes for ideas on what happened? He's like, I have no idea. Let me see what they say.
I've already, because unfortunately he had to go, Cobra Kai had to go because of IRL reasons. I already weaved him into the story at some point. I can guarantee you will meet him again.
Parts of them, anyway.
There's his hand.
Yeah, parts of him anyway. You will meet him again, and I think you might actually meet him at some point in season 2. Yeah, you might.
Honestly, it's...
Depending on your actions, there's a lot of things that's reliant on you that will determine when you will meet him. I've realized a while ago, about 4 or 5 episodes in, is just plan roughly Have things ready
Right.
in case it happens, and if you don't have anything ready, pull from shit you've already created and just twist them to fit the narrative. So I've got the rough plan, and if you do certain things, I'll probably guide you towards him.
Honestly, one of my concerns right now is that the party dynamic without him is going to radically shift.
We don't have any baits anymore.
It's not only that. Like, first off, when you had 4 personalities, we all kind of nicely niched ourselves into the 4 archetypes.
Mhm.
So that helps. We're missing one of the 4 archetypes now. And, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles don't work without Donatello. Not only that, it's also... There's a very nice thing that happens when you have 4 people.
Yeah.
And that is, if you have 4 players, you are far more likely to break down into opinions of 2 versus 2,
Mm.
and it's balanced, versus 2 versus 1, and someone is being overruled. The balance creates tension, and that's drama.
Mm.
The overrule just creates frustration and a linear campaign track.
So what you're telling me is I need to find a 4th.
I'm saying things would probably work better if you did, but I don't know how plausible that is, or even how you would want to work them in at this point. But
yeah,
like that's one concern I have, is that there's a huge dynamic shift when you have 3 main characters. That's why you never see anything anywhere with 3 main characters.
Yeah. Okay, I'll
You could always bring a character that's already been introduced, like, into the coterie. Like, find someone, you know, like, there's been so many brought in. Like, you could bring Delphine in as an interesting difference to the rest of us. Like, she's like complete opposite to us.
Mm.
The problem is that it's an NPC, it never works the same way.
Yeah, it needs to be
like no matter how much you try to avoid metagaming it, the back of your head, it's always, is Zaffa playing off of us, or is Zaffa trying to direct us?
But then doesn't Delphine have a character? Like, don't you play Delphine in your coterie at home?
Nope.
Oh, never mind then. I thought you did.
The only person that you've interacted with, and unfortunately is Zakar, and unfortunately he is still working at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately he's still working at the moment. I'll have to I'll look into trying to see if I can find someone to join the cast. Probably introduce him once you get back to Bloemfontein or whatever. Him or her.
We move out, a new vampire moves in. The fuck are you? Not her.
I'll try and figure out if I can find someone. The big thing is, essentially, the biggest issue with that is, if I find someone from South Africa, Sundays wouldn't be a bad spot for them to play in, you know. Then the second part is finding someone reliable to be there every Sunday. Someone who won't go after 2 episodes like, dude, I'm gonna cancel tonight, you know.
And that's always tough. That's
always tough, because then it's gonna be one spot being rotated by different people the whole time. I might look into, I do have a South African RP Discord here that I'm a part of. I could probably ask one of them, and the only prerequisite is you need to be available every Sunday from this time to that time. Yeah. And hopefully they have cameras. That's the other prerequisite. Yeah. So after the stream, I'll go ask the
and mics.
There are microphones as well.
Yeah.
And internet connection. It's just gonna get longer and longer.
Yeah. Well. just as long as they're able to be able, if they're playing on Roll20, they probably have a camera and a mic. So that's just
And an internet connection.
And an internet connection. So yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah. I can also ask on the Facebook group, ZA Gaming Alliance. They've got about 20,000 people in there at the moment, all across the world, all South Africans. And then we can probably pull from someone from there. You know, if they have internet connection and whatnot. I would have loved to have Zakar here, but at the moment he's working and everything, so it's not gonna be possible. The moment he starts streaming, it might be a bit more possible, but right now, no. Extra character then. Okay, cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. But haven't the everybody's thinking like, hey, it's the two girls against John. Currently,
No.
it's John and one girl versus the other girl.
I was
Currently.
gonna say, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's more like Olivia and John. Actually, no, I feel like John's in the middle now. Because, like he said, he doesn't care. He moves on. Olivia, she does tend to go day by day, but this is definitely going to dwell on her. Because, like, she just lost her fucking sister. Thank you, Zaffa. You know, she just lost her only connection home. Thank you, Zaffa. She just lost a new connection. Thank you, Theo. So she's just probably like, she's been trying to go day by day, but I think it's all going to build up on her now. So I don't know how she's going to react. I guess we're going to have to win I'm in when we start up again.
That audio file is going to fuck you over so much.
and I think that's also part of why I'm concerned about the situation, because there is a very old adage that the person that cares the least about a situation is the person that winds up being in control of the relationship, because the other people will bend over backwards to be more compliant, which means that you're going to see this swing where right now you're going to have, you know, Olivia over here and Theodora over here. And basically, if it's 2-on-1 makes the rules, because they're both going to be over here, whatever direction John wants shit to happen in is going to be where things go, because he'll just decide which one to agree with right now to suit his own needs.
Yeah.
And that's not a good situation. I know the guy. Trust me, that's not where we want the campaign to be.
Yeah. Herflix, if only you guys were playing D&D or something Star Wars related. I'm sorry, Herflix. That's another thing that I'm looking into.
It is D&D related. There's vampires.
There's vampires,
APL 16 creatures. Come on and play.
Yeah. And you don't need to know anything about the system. You just need to be able to
I didn't know anything.
play.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
We're all still learning.
Either. We're all still learning.
So. I don't know anything about the current system. My experience with it stopped 20 years ago, and it's all different. I'm like, where's this? That hasn't been in the game for 10 years. Really? Yeah.
They brought in something
new. To this? No, not anymore.
Isn't there a new vampire?
They're working on a new vampire type of vampire. Holy mother of balls. Think necromancer? Yeah. But the only downside is they're literal rotting corpses walking around raising other corpses. Most of their appearance is basically, some part of them is entirely skeletal based. So it could either be like their literal head is just a skeleton and they talk to you and crap. And
this is an example of why I say the game is completely changed. That used to be what the Nosferatu were.
Yeah,
they
the Nosferatu have
changed. Every single Nosferatu was either rotting or
very close to bestial. Yeah,
like they weren't what they are in the game now. Like I was going to make one and do something cool and wear a mask when we played, and I was just like, ow.
Well, you could have still done that. I mean, it's the classical Nosferatu look. You'll just have to literally wear a mask. It's what one of the I think it's Roll for It. Is it Roll for It? I'm gonna tell you now. Yeah, it's Roll for It. The one guy is playing a Nosferatu, a very strong ex-boxer Nosferatu called Ollie, I think. And his skin, basically from here on, like just below his jawline, is gone. So
See, that's more real. Like,
he wears a face mask the whole time when he talks. Yeah. And I mean, you know, you could have done something like that. Like, it's literally your choice to do with your vampire what you like. Basically like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's not difficult at all. No, that's a different mask I have. That's entirely different. That one looks yellow.
We should just appreciate that even as a king necromancer vampire, Second Class still has a majestic beard.
Yeah.
He's still got a majestic beard.
Exactly.
It's true. No skin, but I have hair follicles.
Yeah.
I can't explain.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a new thing that they've just introduced. I'd love for them to actually bring out sort of like a world compendium type of thing at some point, where they like, okay, this is the world as we know it today. The majority of these places have these clans in them. You know, like South Africa, let's say, for example, has more Bruja-like people or whatever. You know?
I can see that.
Yeah, fucking hell, this is South Africa.
Oh, no. But the thing is, I can see Bruja and, what's, Theodore again? The artsy-fartsy people.
Toreador?
No. Toreador. Yeah, I can see those two being the main, like, the Brujas and the Toreador being the Eastern Cape artsy-fartsy province, you know, Cape Town. Those are the two dominant ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the Bruja will be ex-farmers, that's it. Ex-farmers and ex-military, that's it. And then I kind of want to say the Nosferatu would be in the informal settlements, but let's not go there. No. Maybe some fuck, what are they
Avoid
called?
inferring things that can get your channel banned.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. And maybe some Tremere, because we've got a lot of witch doctors in South Africa.
I was gonna say, you could maybe say the Sangomas, but I feel like the Sangomas aren't like witches to the Tremere. You know, they have their own, they believe in the magic.
They're tribal, they're like sort of more tribal-based magic type of thing, yeah. Basically the same thing John Andrews ran into.
Yeah, with the lion pool.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, cool. Extra character. Anything else you'd like to happen? I need to take notes so that we can steer the story if you want to. I mean, where do you think? Because the last thing was basically Theo focused. Where do you think this thing is gonna take you? And I'm not fishing for ideas, by the way. I'm not fishing for ideas.
I really felt like we were transitioning from like Theodora's storyline and Sean's like into more of Olivia's. Like, I feel like we got the third act of Olivia's storyline and almost like Watchmen like. I think it would be interesting for us to now find out acts 1 and 2. Because we saw the end of her story, but we don't know where it started.
Yeah.
We don't need to know that. We don't need to know that. It's not a fun
do a pre-sequel.
Of course.
And then in a very similar way, I think we're going to see aftermath, like, you know, the epilogue from John's story appear, and then find out, you know, acts 1 through 3 of that in play. Now that that's all in the past, except that it's obviously not, because it's coming back. Yeah. So I think that there's a lot of now that we've met these characters, now that we've played through a story together and we know where they are, we can explore finding out how they got there and how they deal with the decisions that got them to where they are. And like that's when a story like really starts to take on a life of its own.
Yeah. Just a quick question there, Theo.
Yeah.
Is this only the one statue? What do you think?
Dun dun dun.
What do you mean?
Is this only related to the one statue? Do you think your other statues that you've made will
Oh,
eventually
murder
become this?
victims. I fucking hope not.
It's gonna be all of them. Everything. Your entire life is a lie.
Uh,
You're a Toreador. That's par for the course.
yeah. I don't know. I think this one was maybe because of how the little girl died. I think
Oh yeah.
it's different to
but-
the other one.
The Calvin family, I think they're called. The Calvins, what's they called? The man and woman with the bust of the waterfall that you immediately went to see. With a woman
Yes.
that was mauled by a lion.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or
Was she
the
really?
person. Wouldn't that also count as a gruesome death?
Well, it's not. Yes, but how
Yes,
would I
but
yes, but
yes.
it's not as traumatic as it's traumatic, but it's different. You
getting
like what I'm
mauled
trying
by
to
a
say?
lion.
I get it.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
from personal experience, but I'm willing to guess.
yeah, getting mauled by a lion is one thing, but being abused and sexually abused and then killed by your father. It's more
Because
that's
like
more
the lion thing, there was an ending. You knew it was the lion. You knew it. For that little girl, she never got justice, and it was the unsettled spirit.
And,
So I get what Luna's saying.
lion is nature, The
Yeah.
lion's going to eat you if it's going to eat you,
And
It was a bad choice.
what about that one guy who was at the end of his studies, ready to start a life, that got turned into... I think that statue fetched you what? How much did that statue fetch you?
30,000, I think,
Yeah.
or 80,000.
It was close to 80,000.
How much
What
does
about
your
him?
conscience cost?
He also had his whole life. He was on the cusp of entering, of finally not settling down per se, but finally doing something with his life. And he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Is that also natural causes? Is that also... Did he see the end? Who's carrying that burden? Who killed him in the end?
Who did kill him?
Think about
That's
it.
the next question. I wasn't me. I didn't kill him.
No, he was lying on the
Who's
table.
killed their souls?
He was lying on the table, knocked out by one of Olivia's
Olivia's
darts.
thingies.
He was
Didn't
just
John
knocked
kill
out.
him?
Oh, you talking about
John
the guy we
killed.
shot the
John
tube up
broke
the
his
butt?
neck. John broke his neck.
John, can you confirm that?
Sounds right.
Wait, are we talking about the first guy where I was teasing we're gonna shove a tube up his ass?
Yes.
Yep.
No, but no. I said I don't want to kill him. I said we shouldn't do it this way. And it was either, I think Theo was like, no, we should. And then I think John got pissed off that we kept bickering about
He
me
was
saying
just
it's not
like-
right. And he just came and was like,
I'm just going to interject by referring back to Luna's statement that a quick animalistic attack has an ending, and being sexually assaulted causes more trauma to the brain. Which one of us was the bad guy? The person that killed him quickly, or the person that was teasing with him that they were going to shove a large metal pole up his ass?
I never did that. That was Theo.
I wasn't
I
going to do
walked
that.
away.
You just said that.
I'm washing
you
my
just
hands off.
assumed where the pipes were going.
I'm washing my hands off because I
Don't
was not
just
involved.
assume.
I left the
You
room.
just
I
assume.
left the
You're
room.
assuming.
Secondly, let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Moving on.
You remember what you told that one guy when you were at Star's kitchen?
Maybe. Yes, I do. It haunts me every. I'm waiting for it to come back. I'm waiting for the men in suits to come and hunt me.
You know, he spoke to the guy that Janelle and Jacques met. That was the scene. One of the intro scenes where he was speaking to someone in a holding cell or in an interrogation room. It's the guy that John Andrews met at the first time they were in Mystic. He was in Mystic.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah.
guy at the doorway?
Yeah. So, whoops. The guy that
fine,
sounds American with a fake Buddha accent.
I can just say I'm into kinky stuff, and he misunderstood my.
Oh yeah, you can just say that. Hey, you can just say that. It's no reflection on you whatsoever. And to answer Great Susie, yes, no, that's where the next episode is going to start off with. Is they're basically gonna wake up and get ready to sort of probably assault the place.
See, now I am going to admit I will pull up his ass. I'm not assuming that.
What if what was that guy's name? Andre?
Are you talking about the prince, the
Yeah,
baron?
the Baron,
Andre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he tells you you can do whatever you want to him, but keep him alive?
Then we'll just make sure every day of his life is suffering.
That sounds pleasant.
How do you feel
Could
about
make
that,
him a
Luna?
ghoul. What if we make him a ghoul and then just make his life a living hell?
He's not gonna be my ghoul. I'm not taking out a baby.
To make
He's
someone
gonna
a
go
ghoul,
then.
to make someone a ghoul, you need to have the permission of Baron/Prince.
Right, okay, so then maybe not a ghoul, just torture him for...
Oh,
I mean,
we
you've
can
got
just
you've got a
chop off his
total of
hand,
you've got a total of
and he's
11 hours to fuck around with him, if you plan correctly.
we can chop off
If-
his hands and feet and then sew them back on, but the other way around.
No, I want to peel his skin off.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like they did with Kyle with the red string when there's like the skin.
No, you
Ooh.
start like, you get a little... Start with a nail on the side there, and you just start pulling it, and then
Like that one
pulling it.
cartoon I saw, where the guy's like biting that little piece of skin and he like pulls and it's like all of a sudden it's going up his arm.
Yes.
Ugh. My
So-
question for Theo though, is she actually going to fight to like make amends with with John and Ali, or is she just gonna focus on the mission at hand?
Why would she make amends?
Well, you did just make like them kill a massive amount of people and do things they didn't want to do. Well, I'm pretty sure
I mean,
John was
To be fair,
ecstatic to
we've
murder
already
people.
killed a massive amount of people anyway. Like,
But
that's nothing.
Olivia's not one for killing.
Has
She's always
killed a
been killer.
massive amount of people. It's nothing
But
new.
no, but she was forced to, and she hated it because she was trained to do so. But she never once to willingly do it, and she was forced to do something she's been fighting for so long, and she had to kill a young kid, which made it worse. You know, and she had to watch the person she was connecting with get the neck snapped in front of her.
That's a whole lot of trying to justify that you're not the thing you are.
Hmm.
I don't know.
You're trying to cling to your humanity.
Exactly. Well, you gotta think about it. Olivia, well, you guys know this, but her whole life was controlled, was taken away from her. So she's always been searching for more of humanity, and it always gets taken away. So she's losing it. So yeah. Theo literally just took it like a knife and stabbed another piece of her humanity to the point where she's probably gonna snap.
Well,
And then
I'm
she
a
will be.
monster.
But then I feel like Olivia, if she keeps going, she's going, she will probably turn into the monster that people have been trying to train her to be.
I
And I
you're-
don't think that's a
you're-
good thing.
You're already
She's a
slowly,
level 3 blood sorceress. Do you really want this?
you're already slowly embracing it with your sorcery and everything. You're already slowly embracing it, so it's just a thing your character isn't, but you as a player is like, okay, cool, I can do these magical shit. But your character is fighting against it. That's quite a cool, what's the word I'm looking for? A cool paradox? Yeah, that's quite a cool paradox. As the player, you've already imagined what your character can do and want to do, but the moment you get into character, you kind of you're trying not to do that. You're trying not to embrace that aspect. I kind of like it.
I think the next villain's gonna be Olivia. You guys are gonna push her too much. She's gonna murder everyone. She's just gonna poke you and then she can kill you.
I love how that's all going to be our fault. The fact that she...
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be our fault.
Obviously our fault.
Oh god. She has to blame someone. She can't find it. She was just an innocent girl.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just as a side note, this if you're talking Dungeons and Dragons terms, the whole Benny thing, the whole going to Kimberly, was essentially your first quest, by the way. Yeah.
Ooh, adventure! It's going great so far.
Everything you've done before that was basically me reacting to what you're doing and then adjusting the story.
Tutorial.
Which we epically failed.
We had a bit of combat. That was the first combat scene I've ever handled in my life, and I think I did a decent job of it.
I think John Andrews did a fucking amazing job of it.
John Andrews just loves Superman flying punch things through the air and tackling people. I mean, he showed it first at the building that exploded at the end. The building that had couches and that was Theodora's fucking nemesis. No couch can stand against her.
Hide your couches, everybody.
And then the same thing happened again, sort of on a couch, but in this the last time it was someone sitting in the couch that it happened to. Yeah, not the couch itself. Well, the couch also got damaged in a way, covered in blood. They have to burn the couch now and everything.
That was a nasty scene.
Hey, YouTube, you want to demonetize me?
I'm sure we can make that happen.
No, I'm already making it happen.
Yay.
So you're talking about the acts and everything. What do you think is going to happen with Cobra Kai specifically? How do you think his storyline is going to tie in with you all?
That's a good question,
you've already touched on his storyline for the majority of the first season. Hints of his storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally saw his mother at some point.
My question is the Herc group connected to the other group of pedophiles?
No. They're not. No.
Okay. I don't know. Are we done with the Herc thing? Haven't we destroyed them enough so that they won't do it anymore?
Have we?
Have you?
I don't know.
Can I quickly change your mindset? It's technically Cobra Kai's fault that Emery died. Technically.
I mean, at the moment, that whole situation is only comic book. We haven't found the body. We haven't found the person in charge. And until you have a body, nothing's dead.
But we killed Emery killed the main gang. She sacrifices.
Oh, but that's.
Are you sure? We killed the main one we found. That doesn't mean we killed the main one. It means we've killed the main one that we've found. You're making an assumption. That's bad.
Remember, you were after the Herc thing when you went into the bunker, right? And you escaped the bunker barely because the safety measures of the bunker got enacted. So you never killed anyone in the bunker, and that gangrel that you saw with his minions, his woofies, attacked you at Scarlet Room.
Yeah.
So technically, the Herc drug, which is kind of connected to Cobra Kai, caused the death of Emery.
But it wasn't Cobra Kai's fault. Herc was there before.
No, it was, but it's linked to Cobra Kai.
Well, I wouldn't blame him just because he's like linked to it.
So you might blame him at the end of season 2, maybe? I wonder.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna throw him under the bus like that. Maybe it depends on how you paint his picture. Are you gonna paint him as the bad guy and then make him be like, I'm gonna kill you now?
We're all bad guys.
I can tell you
That's
though.
the point.
Yeah, you're all bad guys. I can tell you though, he won't be the bad guy. It might be one of you.
Good.
Fuck
bad.
you, John.
I'm the guy with the gun.
You're the guy with the gun and the claws.
Oh yeah, I
Good,
remember you made
bad.
that.
I'm the guy with the gun.
The guy with the Superman punch.
Ow.
There we go. There we go. So we've got the statues covered, and the agents moving in on South Africa. That's following someone, one of you, might also have connections with something that with another person in the thing. We know that second class has met him already, or John in this case has met him already once. Or was it only once? I wonder.
Once is enough.
Once is enough, yeah. What about the images of death that you kept on seeing? What do you think that is all about?
I thought that had been resolved because, that building went kablooey and all those people. So I thought that that's what death was there for.
Well, that person was there waiting for something. That visage or anthropomorphic personification of death was there waiting for something. As if he knew some people are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
But why would you be able to see him though? Because in all your entire existence as vampires and living people, you've never had contact with that.
Because the dice said we could, okay? The dice, can you stop?
The flashback episode where they talk about the veil getting thinner. Yeah. Might have something to do with that.
So what? Because the veil's getting thinner, we can see into that world.
Supernatural beings can see more things than they were able to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the umbral.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm stealing a little bit from another author here. I'm co-opting. I think that's the word I'm looking for. From another author. Homaging, yes. The only people who actually, in this version of the World of Darkness, who only sees death are witches. And they are the only people who know at what time they're going to die.
Fucking hag.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk to the hag.
Granny Laura. Also, Granny Laura has been giving a lot of information on my stream every time they enact me to speak in her voice about the world and what she's been up to. She also told the viewers like how she met her husband.
How?
Do you have a Granny Laura stream without us?
No. It's literally like
it's all stuff that's been in the background that we haven't been paying attention to.
No, but the Granny Laura stuff, it was just basically, let's call it filler bits. Every time she, not every time, but there was like one or two times where she was enacted on the stream, and I told her a little bit about her backstory. Not that it won't have an effect on this thing. It's just like essentially she met Jason. She met Jason, and he was a wizard. And when he died, his stuff got transferred. His powers got transferred to her because the younger kid wasn't old enough yet to take his powers. Essentially, yeah.
I don't like the hag.
She's just
John
there
can
to
talk to
help.
her next.
She's just there to keep the balance, essentially.
John can talk to her next, because I think Theo and Ollie have already took a crack at her.
She was also responsible for keeping Kyle alive.
I thought that was the car. Oh no, the car had to do the torture.
Yeah, but
Right.
she was
That's
responsible
why the
for
red string was there.
She was responsible for keeping him alive. Yeah, that's kind of shit,
Dun,
isn't
dun,
it? Maybe Kyle has got a bigger role in this than we all thought.
Maybe.
Do we work out what Cal did? Was it that he turned one, or?
Yes, he
Because
accidentally.
yeah, you turned.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
turned. He sired an unknown vampire.
But that was the old Katura's fault, right? Your other one, your live one.
That was actually a different side story that I did with other people. That was their
Yeah.
fault, yeah.
God damn it. Or anything.
people.
They were like doing stuff. I'm like, really? Really? How the hell am I going to work this into my Twitch stream? Fuck!
I know, we leave Carl in his messy car with Steers hackers. Next thing we know, he's being tortured. Like, what did you do?
Yeah. But, yeah, so
What the hell, Cal?
my
God damn it, Carl.
my idea is to try and attempt to at least bring 2 of the storyline threads into season 2, at the very least. My wishes would be to have all 3 just culminating at some point, and then perhaps at the end of season 2 season 2 will literally be at the point where one of them will be ended or closed off, and there's still like 2 or 3 left.
I think that's wishful thinking, buddy.
Wishful thinking. Yeah, no, that's wishful thinking. I mean, I planned us to be way further than this in season 1. But yeah, let's take a quick breather from Talking Vampire. What other games are you guys looking forward to?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring?
It's a Dark Souls MMO.
What, Dark Souls
Never.
MMO?
Yes.
Oh look, I've spent the past 14 hours trying to kill this one boss. Yay! And I can't quit the game, otherwise he'll reset.
I was gonna say, I can't imagine playing it, Zappa playing it, because after his experience with Dark Souls.
Yeah, no. I'm done. Dark Souls was one of 2 games that got me over the edge where I'm like, nah, I'm good, thank you. And Dark Souls 3 apparently is better, but...
The Resident Evil 3 remaster comes out in 3 weeks.
Oh yeah. With Nemesis? Is it Nemesis? The bad guy?
Yes.
Nice.
And included in the remaster is Resident Evil Resistance, which is a 4v1 off-centric PvP game.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Mwah. So 2020 is going to be the year of 4v1s. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised they've been so late in getting out, but I'm also not because of, Mexican beer flu. But
Yeah.
2020 is going to be a year for 4v1s. There's going to be a lot of them hitting the market.
Didn't they attempt it like 2 or 3 years ago with Evolve and those type of games?
Evolve failed for some very uniquely dumb reasons. So it's got there's some good projects on the horizon this year. I may or may not be able to not talk about 4 of them.
Oh. Okay. I'm just looking. I need to get my hands on Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And then I'm gonna prep my tear ducts to play Ori 1 again. And then Will of the Wisps. And for me personally, it's like Doom Eternal coming in. That's gonna be amazing.
I wish I could still get excited about Doom.
Hey dude, they literally had a heavy metal choir for their soundtrack.
I didn't say I wish I could still get excited about the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. I wish I could still get excited about playing the exact same game for the 7th time.
Okay, true. And Minimay, what games are you looking forward to?
I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while since I've actually been on the scene with games. I guess maybe Dead Matter will be cool when they're released. I have a friend that's working on his own game, which is like this gladiator battling game, which sounds pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I haven't really put my hopes up to anything. I guess maybe Last of Us 2 I'm going to play because I love the first one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but other than that, kind of just living, cleaning, eating, sleeping.
You know, it was Ori, Doom. There was another game coming out that I was actually like excited for. But Ori and Doom was on the forefront, like, yes, this is gonna be fun. I really just hope with Doom Eternal they make the capturing the game easier than with Doom. Because
I can see that.
Yeah, because with Doom you had to go into the moment you activate Vulkan, OBS is like, nope, there's nothing running here. There's no game running, we can't capture it. So I really hope they fix that, because Vulkan is such a cool fucking engine to run the game on.
Vulkan is a great engine. It doesn't work well for captures. Although, again, if you have a independent capture card, then it's not a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I actually saw somebody do something really unique.
Yeah.
They ran a capture card from their streaming PC to the same PC to be able to capture the video as a separate instance.
What?
You set up a capture card and you go out from your video to monitor X, whatever your next monitor would be for your set, monitor plus one. And you run the monitor plus one into the capture card. Now set OBS to select the capture card.
Nice. Nice.
It's
I know.
Brilliant. It's a 2 PC setup with only one PC.
Yeah. Huh. That's kind of cool. It's I know of another streamer that actually literally he's got I think 3 or 4 capture cards. And he captures like the different things, like his camera is being captured separately.
Yeah.
So that when he zooms in or when he enlarges his camera, it doesn't get pixelated or anything. Yep. It's always crisp 180p. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, that's actually quite awesome. That is actually quite awesome. And now back onto Vampire. How are you gonna take on this guy?
Superman punch.
Aside from that.
There is no aside from that. One punch is done. We've determined this.
Well, first we're gonna find the guy.
Yeah.
Andre told you where he is, by the way. Andre can give you that info. Or he's given you that info. It will be assumed.
Running around for nothing. Goodness.
Well, he told you, like, if you can take care of the bloodbath, he'll make sure you'll be able to contact that guy. You'll be not contact him, but at least know where he lives.
Mm.
Do you think he lives alone? Do you think he's got security? Do you think...
Obviously he's got security.
If they're
Probably
in this
that kind
world
of
and they're
business.
alive, they're not alone and they have security.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it works.
Because isn't the uncle also involved?
No.
I thought that we mentioned the uncle, the father and the uncle in the backstory.
No, that was just someone. That's what she called when she. You're talking about when she sort of possessed Cobra Kai. Are you talking
No,
about that?
it was like when we first started talking, when she was threatening the person, they mentioned the dad and the uncle, I thought.
Oh no, it's like it was just, you know, those random men. She would have to call them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very difficult, like, thing to try and figure out. We have to go with Hollywood tropes, basically.
It's safer.
Yeah. What direction do you guys want to level up? I mean, the only person that's been leveling up, basically, with her points, for the most part, because she's focusing on blood sorcery.
I didn't need to. If I was already a level 3 blood source, my perk I chose when I created my character. I've been focusing, well, I did some of them because you fucked me over, but I was building up to get my assassinations down.
Oh, yeah?
Remember, that's why I got my new trick.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
I just have to literally take as soon as poke someone with my little special golden dagger, and as soon as the drop hits the ground, they're dead.
Damn. Damn.
Because I'm fun. It's a cool party trick.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I think I just want to level up what I have.
Yeah.
I think I need to level up my ball.
And that is...
All specs and spring mission. Dominate and present.
Oh yeah, presence, yeah. Presence is quite a cool skill if you have to. What Andre did is he used presence to keep the attention of the police on him outside the place. Yeah. He got their attention, and that's what he used to tell them, hey, calm the fuck down. We'll let you in the moment we can. You know?
Oh, is that what you're going to build up to?
Yeah, I think that's what you're building up to.
I mean, one of the good or bad things about the Masquerade system is there's not as much impetus on character leveling and character experience.
Yeah.
Like, so much more of the system is based on, you know, figure out how to make it work within the story and, you know, thinking on your feet much more than rolling dice.
Yeah.
So
that's what the first ever Vampire the Masquerade game I played in. The guy running the show was a very experienced dungeon master for D&D. And it essentially just boiled down to, oh, we're playing vampires and we're basically 10 minutes of fucking around talking with people and then 2 hours of combat. And then 10 minutes fucking around talking with people and then 2 hours of combat. And
yeah, it needs to be the other way around.
That's why like one of the other players, also one of the best DMs I know, got fed up with it. Because it's like, he was like, but it's D&D, only with vampires. You know, it's like, I don't like it. And that's my... The thing is with D&D, you can have massive sessions of role-playing and combat if you want to, because the system is developed towards combat as well. Like, they've got a balance between role-playing and combat things, but most Dungeons and Dragons people only wait for the combat, you know? They do their thing, they move, okay, now we're fighting, cool, this is how we gain XP. And if I were... Hello? Oh, crap, you froze. Oh, crap.
No? Are we frozen? No.
No, you all are good. It is Minimay that froze.
I just thought she was really, really bored.
Yeah, can you hear us,
Hello?
Minimay? I think we hear you typing.
She moved.
Oh, she moved quickly. You know, in cases like this, when you freeze, you literally need to pull your sexy face as much as possible. So it's like... Oh, crud. Oh, there we go. You're back. You can move again.
Apparently, angry typing resets the camera.
Is everyone broken for you? No, she stopped moving. Wait, is she blinking?
I think she stabbed herself with one of her own needles.
Yeah. I can't hear it at all. Robotic and static. What?
Wait, you might need to restart.
Yeah, go ahead and keep telling her that while she's robotic and static.
Okay, wait. Oh, you're typing. Okay, cool. There we go. Wow. So we're gonna have funky cameras for a few.
Yay!
We're gonna have funky cameras for a few.
Wait.
You're back!
It's working.
You're
It's
back.
working.
It's working. It's working.
Okay.
It is working.
What the fuck?
Your camera and PC just went.
Yeah, like you guys, like I was like reading my, like trying to see how many points I had. So then I heard, I was like, huh?
Oh shit.
You're back.
Blame the Miley Cyrus.
Oh god, don't even.
What were we talking about? Leveling up?
I don't know, you
Remember?
last I checked
it
it
was
was
It was the D&D system and everything, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm currently watching another D&D thing where the guy literally take the Dungeons and Dragons rules and put it in a Final Fantasy world setting, which is quite cool. And they had 4 episodes now without any fights. 4 episodes of 3 hours long without any fights. They were just basically running around the city doing shopping.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and I'm like, huh, that's quite cool. That's quite cool. Oh, she's no, you're not frozen.
I'm just reading.
But yeah, it's more a case of like, with Vampire, it's more a case of like you find a reason. Like if you need to do something, you find a reason to use your powers to attain that goal. It's not, oh, I want to control people, but I don't have presence. No. You can control people by using other shit. You know, you can control people if you just play it cleverly and just choose your skills that you want to use. And if there's a good argument like, hey, I'm going to do this and this and this instead of using presence, I'll be like, okay, cool, yeah, do it. Why not? I mean, instead of using a bit of her blood to poison people and knock them the fuck out, she could have just hit them behind the head and they'd probably be knocked out.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
In that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Thank you, Guts. Everybody's good for them now. Okay.
Yay!
Yeah, for me, like, the side story vampire thing that we're running is literally there for if one of us can't make it. The reason why we took so long to start off is like, you know those days that you get where you're just like, I don't really want to stream tonight? And when one of you guys couldn't make it, I'm like, cool, we're not streaming tonight. Fuck it. I can fucking relax for a bit.
That's my excuse. I'm good.
Yeah. And the side story is gonna, once we go forward with this, the side story thing is gonna be literally, if we can't continue the main story because either someone is sick, computer dies, or whatever, that's the side story thing. There are we will be sorting out the character sheets like before the time. And yeah, the side story. The two of you experienced the side story.
Oh yeah,
What's going
Very
on?
that's fun. I think it was a lot of fun. I feel
It
like
was a lot of fun.
I think Janelle is very different to Olivia, so it's fun to like play the structured, logic person and not that kind of like emotionally driven person. You know, it's kind of.
I had a lot of fun playing a guy.
Yeah. But the cool thing is though that Janelle very structured and logic, and this thing hitting her, and thinks she's got it under control. Her usage of certain medications, and even though it was like the story was based around something terrible that happened, it still felt a lot more lighthearted, if you will, than Vampire. I kind of liked it.
I think it was a cool step to the side of what we normally do.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice to end an episode where no one dies, or we had to hide the body, or blow up a building. It was nice to be human and not have to like. You have to think of like how humans handle things, and not be like, oh, I'll just dominate or repel this person, or you know, just subdue my humanity a little bit, and that'll be good too. Because like if John Andrews was there, he could have just punched through my window and not have to find a right throat 3 times.
There is that.
He just broken the door down.
He
could have just like a finger, you know. It's just crazy. Like we have to think of like solutions.
It would have been Superman finger, not Superman punch. Yeah. He'd be taking a
It's always neat to see like the low power campaigns like in any game system, just for that reason. Like, you know how the 20th level character solves this problem. It's obvious.
Yeah.
How does the 2nd level character solve the same problem?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that's it as far as I know. Any of you got some remarks on Vampire, on the City of Thorns thing, or whatever that you'd like to achieve with your character specifically, or something you'd like to find out, or you know, whatever?
I don't know, actually. I'm happy with just going with the flow and seeing where things go and let things run naturally.
There has been nothing natural about anything we've done ever.
Well, you know what I mean?
We're not all Superman.
Yeah.
No,
it's perfectly natural to take people who may or may not be corpses and turn them into statues.
That's it. It's normal. It's natural.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool how we do it. It's like I don't have a set plan. Like I remember I had an idea of what I wanted Olivia to be in the beginning of the story. Completely different. But I kind of like I know there's 2 ways she can go right now. She can either go down and keep spiraling and go down a dark path and turn into what they want it to be, or she can keep fighting it and then, I don't know, come out of it like better, like more stable. Highly doubt that. Or like there might be a 3rd path I don't know about that you might throw into me like in the next couple of episodes, and I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't think about that. I think that's what, but like I can't say I want Olivia to go that way, because like I want her to work at things that I obviously don't want her to do things she doesn't want to do. But at the same time, like me thinking about all the shit she's gone through, I still want to like probably beat the shit out of someone, you know. So we'll see.
She might want to beat the shit out of someone back in Bloom after we start the first session. The next session.
That just means it's not me, so I'm okay with it.
You're okay with it, yeah.
He's not in Bloom. Oh god. But yeah, no, I'm excited, and I'm also like excited to see Theo, like what her story unravels, because like I think her story is really interesting, the statues and stuff. And like you mentioned, like, is it more than one statue? Is this going to be a constant quest? It's going to be our new fight for justice, like hunting down these people. And unturning the truth, or is it just this one time? And also the thing is, like, once we solve it, once we get rid of everyone, we still have to worry about age, and then we also have to worry about the spirit. Will the spirit go away? Will the little girl go away, or will she continue haunting, or will she just move on? You know.
Yeah.
Also, what lies for us in Bloom? Like, we just left Bloom and lied to the Baron about where we're going or why we're going. Like, it's just gonna go down when we get back.
Back to bite us in the ass, not at all.
Yeah, that's not gonna bite you in the ass.
Certainly not.
Yeah. And I was just, you know, hanging around my art gallery, being all artsy fartsy for X amount of years with no worries, you know, happy go lucky little Miss Vampire until you lot show up.
Hey, I tried to sneak by. I don't know who found. I think it was Carl who ratted me out. So it's all Carl's fault. Let's kill Carl.
Yeah, kill Kyle.
Damn it, Cat.
Problem. Did we get experience for this? Try to save us, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you need experience for this.
It's been an experience. Does that count?
No. It's 5 times the new level, right? To unlock a level.
Ow.
That was bright.
Depends on what you're trying to level.
But it's times 5, right? When you're unlocking a new level.
Depends on what you're trying
Depends
to
on what you're
unlock.
trying to unlock, yeah.
A level of a skill, a level of an attribute, a level of a discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline is 5,
Yeah.
I believe.
So 5 times 5 equals 25 points.
Yeah,
And then to
now I know why you're a teacher. You can do 5 times 5.
and then to unlock a thing, like a special thing in the discipline, it's 3, right? Times the level.
I don't know.
I'm gonna check now for you. Give me a few seconds. I just need to make a little bit of a note because you reminded me of something.
This is the only thing I can actually
Don't
plan
give
in
him
Olivia's
ideas.
life.
Let me see if I can find it quickly. Oh wow, I actually remember where this was stuck, where this was downloaded. Oh, for fuck's sakes, I don't have that open. Let's see if that'll work. Yeah, it does. How the hell do I search for this? Bookmarks? Let's just quickly see here. If you want to level up, what do you want to level up? The discipline.
So yeah, but then how much is it to unlock something in a discipline that I've leveled up?
It's
Or do I automatically get one?
So you want to unlock something. What do you want to unlock?
Okay, so I want to get to level 5 in my discipline.
So it's your new...
So that's 5 times 5.
Yeah.
But then there's something in that discipline level I want to unlock. How much more points will that be?
Blood sorcery ritual?
Blood sorcery, yeah.
It's the ritual level times 3.
Yeah, so what's times 3? So it'll be 5 times 3, so 15. So basically I need 40 points.
What?
So this experience right now...
Piece of cake.
So this experience right now is like 15 points, right?
Let's go with...
How about no? And second class? If you're thinking about leveling stuff? I mean, you gave up some of your points to help someone gain stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it's because with John's build, he doesn't need as much work to get to where I want the character to be. Like, the image I had for the character is almost completely fulfilled right from the starting point, so he doesn't need a lot of growth.
Yeah.
I would say probably, if anything, increasing like presence because that will give him the ways to try to continue to deal with problems other than hitting them in the face. But we'll see how that goes. Like, either way, I'm kind of okay with it. Like, I think that the game requires lateral player ability much more than lateral character ability.
Yeah.
Getting some ideas what I want to do.
Oh,
especially now that I know I have hunts chasing me, I feel like this is probably the better option.
Yeah, but that's basically it. If you've got any questions, whatever, this is going to be a shorter show tonight. Just so that we just touch base again.
See, you say shorter, but literally it's the longest one we've had in 5 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah. It's the longest one we had.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Christmas is a bit of a bitch to get around with. Yeah. But if all goes well, I'm gonna start sending out feelers for a... then I need to change this overlay again. Motherfucker.
Also, if anybody on either Twitch or YouTube has enjoyed this show and the interaction of the players, I suggest joining the Patreon account, which Zafa will put a link to in the chat, and for YouTube down in the doobly-doo. Because if you join the Patreon, every episode except probably this one, we do a after show wrap up.
Yeah.
Especially for Patreon subscribers, that gives you a lot of this interaction of the players and a little bit more insight into why we did what we did with the characters. So if you want to enjoy the campaign at that next level, I would suggest checking out the Patreon page.
I'm also considering opening up the Discord. And then just have a separate role for the patrons in the Discord itself.
Never a bad idea.
Yeah. So I'm working on that as well. But thank you for that chill there, much appreciated.
Yeah.
You have my PayPal account. You know how to pay me.
Yeah, I know. Nah, you completely fucking threw me for a loop there. Should we? I kind of want to keep that intro video for when we actually start.
So
Wait, didn't you say there was going to be a surprise for Olivia that Luna knows about? Will that be on the first? Yeah, when is that happen?
That happens on the first episode, or the first episode
This
of
is
season 2.
technically, I was gonna say, technically this is the first episode.
No, you need to be in character for that to happen.
I can get in character.
Didn't you say there's going to be a surprise for Olivia that Luna knows about? Will that be on the first episode? Yes, great Susie. That's going to be on the first episode.
Dun dun dun.
Not to put too much hype to it, but I was convinced. I was completely convinced. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm so appreciative of the work that went in. Yeah. You will have to find out, yeah. But I'm talking about the intro video. The intro video made by Miname.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fantastic.
Which is freaking
really
fantastic.
Good.
Should we switch over to it quickly and check it out?
By the way, as a subset before we get to that, it was weird looking at 20-year-old pictures of me, because I haven't looked at me from the late 90s in a long time.
Are we going to do it? I think we should.
Yes, I want to see.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, let me just mute the music on Roll20. Okay, let's switch over to this. Okay, be quiet.
Everybody hold on to your pants.
Can you hear it?
Well, that's not a surprise.
Sorry, we're gonna start again. Sorry, guys. Was there sound at all for the video?
I had sound, yeah.
Okay. Oh, because I can't hear it in my headset for some reason, but the other video I can. I'm like, oh, what the hell? But yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
Oh my.
And we've got music again on Roll20.
Yay!
Yeah, the big thing is just... and I heard you all too, but we're very low, it didn't really mess up. Okay, cool.
We were whispering.
We were trying to whisper.
We didn't want to upset anything.
But yeah, that was the intro to... Did you do one without
Minnie
Cobra
May did
Kai?
some awesome work on that.
No, I have to edit it, don't I?
Yeah,
Damn
you
it.
do.
God damn it.
Well, you have time.
You do have time, yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out to me.
But that is really fucking good work.
It really is.
Yeah, that was really brilliant. Minnie May,
Thank you. I will edit it.
well edited, yeah. That was really fucking awesome. The first time I saw it, I was like, holy shit. I wish I can do this shit. But yeah, so if real life willing, we'll be back next week.
Yay!
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Now, just a quick thing, if there's no questions from chat, we'll give it 15 seconds roughly because Twitch delays and everything. Let's give it a few seconds.
Elevator music.
Elevator music, yeah. This is the elevator song. We can sing it all night long. We can sing and dance to it, sing and dance to it, yay! This is the elevator song. This is the elevator song. This was a nice tease to get us all ready for the first episode. Yeah, that's freaking amazing. I'm gonna be working on trying to get in a fourth vampire. It's probably gonna be another dude or a woman, depends on who talks to me first.
So only two options.
So it's more likely to be a dude or a woman. I think mathematically you are.
No. Well, it's. I'm gonna aim for a dude.
I mean, there are other options, but they're usually like less than 1%. So you got a 99% chance of being right there. But
Yeah. I'm gonna aim for a dude. If we get another woman, it's 3 women against John.
that's an entirely different episode, and usually that's subscribers only.
Yeah, onlyfans.com only. Yeah.
Onlyfans.com.
Okay, we need another dude. I'm gonna try and find another dude. But now we get around to the shilling. Now I know some of you aren't streaming a lot, but let's start off with Luna. Luna, where can people find you? Who are you? What do you do?
Hello, you can normally find me pretty much everywhere under the username Luna Sanguine. Recently changed my Instagram account's name just to be more personal. So that one's Candace Crescent Crescent Moon. So if you want to follow the Instagrams, I post pictures, photography, and my dogs and cats and stuff. But yeah, stuff. I don't really stream as much anymore. But when I do, it's normally spooky games or Elder Scrolls Online or talk.
Okay. Just type in your Instagram thing there in chat.
A really long name.
Is it a really long name?
Candace Crescent Moon. So yeah.
Okay. I'll try and remember it. I'll find it.
Well, you follow my thingy, so it's...
Oh, so it would automatically change. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then Minnie May, sitting at home due to Miley Cyrus.
Mm-hmm.
Where can people find you? If you're streaming at all, what do you do?
You can find me at home because I can't go anywhere else.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. According to because of the Miley Cyrus, streamers all around the world went, yes, we don't interact with anyone. We're staying at home.
We're safe. No, but you guys can find me on Twitch. I think it's Minnie May Zah. Yeah, and then Twitter is Minnie May Zah, I think. I post a lot on Instagram more than anything. I think that's just Minnie May 94. Yeah, but I'm more on Instagram because, you know, Twitter is for social media streaming, but my streams are a little down right now. So, you know, if you want to keep up with my IRL life, Instagram.
Okay, and then second class elitist. Where can
So
people
check me
find
out
that
on
sexy beard?
Twitch, Second Class Elitist. Also on YouTube, I believe it's Second Class Elitist. I'll double check, but you can get the link from my from the Twitch page anyway. And the I don't have the grams because I refuse to work with any Facebook algorithms. But you can catch me on the Twits with 2ND Class Elitist. And I'm streaming currently 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, 6 nights a week, although probably by the end of the month that will be 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. instead of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And it'll go down to 4 days a week. Currently doing some Star Citizen, going to be doing some Resident Evil 3 when it comes out because I'm really pissed that I Europed the release date and thought it came out the 4th of this month instead of the 3rd of next month. And I has a sad now for 5 weeks. And also by the end of the month, we're going to be doing a project where I'm going to be modding a computer case live on stream, which will be fun. And at some point this month, me and my beautiful and amazing girlfriend are going to be doing a charity stream where we are playing Mario Kart, and chat will be able to buy in to try to do things like make us have to play through a mirror or play with the controller upside down and all kinds of other dumb things. So that ought to be a lot of fun as well. So make sure you check out the channel and say that you came over from Zaffa and say hi.
There we go. I'm gonna make a point. For those of you who don't know, there's someone in chat whose ass you can see in a movie about 5 times. In a South African movie.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
It's a cute butt too. If you like butts, check it out.
I like all butts, so I like all butts and I cannot lie. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get my hands on those butt scenes specifically. For science, obviously. For science.
For science.
Yeah.
Scientific butts.
Yeah, scientific butts. Yeah, my name is Zaffageek. You know where to find me. You're here already. Zaffageek on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and soon OnlyFans. Oh god, I'm joking about it so much I might have to do it eventually.
Diversified revenue streams, buddy. Diversified revenue streams.
Diversify revenue streams, indeed. This week we're gonna try and finish Divinity Original Sin. It's probably gonna take about another 2 weeks. I'm almost done with the second act in Divinity Original Sin 2. We're gonna do a bit of Vampire the Masquerade next week this time.
We better.
And then 7 days to die on Saturday. On Thursday, I'm probably going to look into a bit more Everspacey. Thursday is my day off from the main game, basically. Look into Everspace and all that. And I need to get my hands on Ori and Will-o'-the-Wisps, because that's going to be my next franchise playthrough again, where I'm going to do Ori and the Blind Forest and Will-o'-the-Wisps back to back. And then after that, I'll be hitting up Doom and Doom Eternal. But yeah, that is basically what I'm going to do. And obviously I'm going to look for another man to join the coterie, to join the RPG sessions here on...
Looking for another vampire.
We're looking for another vampire. Hey, Nicholas Van J, let me put you on the spot. So... yeah, I'm looking. If you know anyone, and let's just put it out that way. If you know anyone in chat that would like to be a part of this, and you've got a camera,
Nick.
and you've got an
I would
internet,
pick Nick.
and you've got an
I
internet
vote Nick.
connection, you've got an internet connection, and your load shedding isn't affected on Sundays, doesn't happen on Sundays, then please let me know. Oh, Nicholas Van J, you want to play vampire? Cool, we've got our next vampire. Nicholas
Oh, that
Van
was easy.
just as easy as that. Nicholas Van J, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna slide into your DMs. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna slide into your DMs, buddy. Are you prepared?
Say no, Nick.
Oh, he already said yes. He already said yes. But yeah, you can find us there. And oh, great, Susie. Thank you. And then we'll have to go through a bit of things. I think we're going to finish off the... let me just put it out there. We're going to finish off the Kimberly arc. And then we'll bring in Nick.
Nickelodeon.
So that's about 2 weeks that I have to prepare his sexy ass for vampire.
You don't need to prepare that ass. It's prepared.
Oh,
Let's
it's
be
already
honest.
prepared. It's already prepared. Okay. Nicholas Van J, I'm going to contact you on Twitter after this, and then we'll talk on Discord and all that, and we'll sort it out from there. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Are we going to do awkward waves? We got to do awkward waves as always.
You gotta do the awkward waves.
All right, everybody, have a good one, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place. I need to click the stop streaming button.